21 Pilots with City Walls. Human warnings. I searched what's trending worldwide today, September 14th, and it was 21 Pilots with City Walls, which I know nothing about, so I'm going to review it, whatever it is. I think it's a music video. But first I'm going to talk about that grouping of words. It's terrible. I accidentally read a little bit because I'm trying to get into this without knowing anything, but I think the group's name is 21 Pilots, which is the worst name for a band since Blink-182. And then I think they've got like a guest band with them called City Walls, which is also a terrible name for a band. You know, you got one chance to name your stupid band and you choose some random baloney title like 21 Walls or 21 Pilots or Good Charlotte. Give me a break. I think the word for it is postmodern. I'm not sure. But it's when like art tries to just do random crap and then say it's deep and people read deep things into them. People see depth where there is nothing. I mean, what the hell is 21 Pilots? Like, does that mean there's 21 pilots like in a bar or on a plane? Does it mean there's 21 airplanes? Because pilots usually have airplanes with them, don't they? And City Walls, is that trying to creatively like allude to political oppression or something? If it is, it's not especially clever. It's better than 21 Pilots though. Okay, so first I'll react to the video and then I'll look into this group, if that's what it is. Actually, first I'll pull up a picture of it because you should have something to look at while I react. How much you want to bet it's something as random as 21 Pilots? Okay, so this is one of the main pictures that comes up. Guy on horse, 21 Pilots with City Walls and guy on horse. Okay, so it's a music video. I think the song's called City Walls and the band is called 21 Pilots. And apparently it's like a short film, I guess, with the song playing. The band has 13 million subscribers. I guess it's a European band or something because I've never heard of this. And I'm in Canada, by the way. And it's 10 minutes long, Jesus. So it's a rock song and it's taking place in like the Middle Ages. And there's like, whatever, guys on horses and shit like that. So the peasants seem to be revolting and they're like breaking in, they're carrying torches and they're breaking into a castle in slow motion. And so far it's all white people, so I'm guessing it's a British music video. Oh, and then it breaks into a rap song, so it's like rock music meets rap. Never heard of that idea. Wow, that's novel. I hate everything, but two of the things that I hate, rap and rock music. And then it goes silent, like the music goes off, and it's like real time. And dude, the same guy that was like storming the thing, now he's in modern days, and he sees a bunch of like a drum kit, and it's on fire, and with a car that's on fire, and then the thing blows up, and then the music starts again. Did I call it music? I didn't mean to call it music. The garbage pop noise, sound pollution starts up again. Oh, and there's a creepy, like pale, ghost-like figure dressed in red that's all like staring at him. I guess it's the guy in the picture on the horse. He's like a Grim Reaper kind of guy. And then the music starts again and there's singing. The guy's singing. So I guess the one guy raps and another guy sings. Or maybe it's one guy that does both, which would make him a real Renaissance man. I don't just sing garbage, I also rap garbage. And then the Grim Reaper clotheslines him while he's running. And then he ends up back in the past again, dressed up like a peasant. So the main character gets in a fist fight, like MMA style, with the Grim Reaper guy. This music reminds me of like the really bad post-grunge, like pop grunge bullshit. It reminds me of Linkin Park. I'm 48, but for you children out there, Linkin Park was this shitty band that mixed rock music with rap, and they sucked. So then he's outside in the rain in like puddles, and the guy, the Red Death, the Grim Reaper is chasing him on a horse. And then he's inside again, and the Grim Reaper's beating the shit out of him. And then the Grim Reaper stabs him with these scythes, I think they're called. So that's cool, I guess. Great. And then the main character starts lip syncing the words of the song. I don't know if it's one of the band members who's starring in this video, but it gets like a really kind of like a sad, slow point in the song. Where it's like, poor little me, blah, 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 blah. So it's like that little soft part of the song before it gets loud again, I guess, right? Then the main character is back alive, and it's flashing to like different times periods, and then the main character does some magic thing and sends the Grim Reaper flying. I guess he beat him up. He finally won. Meanwhile, the villagers are still storming the castle with torches. Yeah, the villagers are carrying torches, but they have like no nose piercings, so they're modern day cool kids. But they're in like medieval times, but they got their cool nose rings and all that. A very childish touch. Oh, and then the main character puts on the Grim Reaper's red cloak, so I guess he's gonna become the new Grim Reaper. So I guess it's a comment on corruption. Wow, how deep and how subtle. And then he hands out red cloaks to all the peasants with nose rings. I hope this little story is not so predictable that you end up finding out he was the Grim Reaper all along and he was battling himself all along. And then all of them stand there in the red cloaks, and I was thinking, oh my god, are they going to start dancing? That would be perfect. Because these videos these days, they have to be a generic amalgam of all cliched music, right? Yeah, our song, we got dancing, we got singing, we got rapping, we got rock, we got everything. But no, unfortunately, they don't start dancing. And then it cuts to some guy rolling up a scroll with all these little papers. And I'm like, oh, are those your brilliant lyrics? And the guy who's rolling up the scroll, he's the one guy that didn't put on the red cloak. He took off. So I guess that's like he's leaving the band, maybe. And then he's like, I guess the guy's name is Clancy. And he goes, that's not Clancy up there anymore. He became the very thing he hated. Did I say this was subtle? I meant it's the opposite of subtle. What's the opposite of subtle? Oh yeah, terrible art. What's the opposite of art? The same thing that's the opposite of subtle. What's the opposite of subtle? What's the opposite of art? 21 Pilots with walls, city walls. If you're over 13 years old and you like this, then there's something very wrong with you. And then it's 2 minutes of credits, because I guess this was like a short film, so it should be respected as art. I actually think it's a good idea to have like a cool little story with cool music, original music, except that it's not a cool story. The story sucks and the music sucks. That's the problem. Okay, I'll say one good thing. The lead singer has a nice voice, at least. And then it says, thank you for still believing in music videos. It gives a lot of great people great jobs. I don't believe in music videos, so you're not thanking me, that's for sure. And I'm not sure that these people are great. I'm not sure the jobs are that great. Included in the credits, the story was written by 4 people, including the people in the band, I believe. Their names would be Tyler Joseph and Josh Dunn. Maybe it is the band. Brandon Reich and Mark C. Eschleman. Oh, and then it goes, and you. So I wrote the story? I helped write the story? Wow. Oh, to be a naive youngster in a band these days. I'd like to know how old these guys are, because if they're older than 30, this is really sad. What do you think, Bach? What was that? Oh, he didn't say anything. He was just rolling around in his grave. So finally, I'm going to look into a little bit of the band's history on ChatGPT and just find out exactly who the hell these poor unfortunate souls are. So I asked ChatGPT, what's the story behind this masterpiece of shit? No, I wrote, what is 21 Pilots with City Walls? City Walls is a new song and music video by 21 Pilots. Here's a breakdown of what it is and why it's making noise. It's the 3rd single from their 8th studio album, Breach, released on September 12th, 2025. This is their 8th album. Written and produced by Tyler Joseph and Paul Meany. The music video is almost 10 minutes long, making it the band's longest video yet. It serves as the conclusion of their long-running narrative concept around the fictional city of Dima. Are these like video game playing kids? Oh, this is kind of cool. For years, 21 Pilots have been building a conceptual universe centered on Dima, a metaphorical place often associated with internal struggle, oppression, mental health themes, etc. City Walls is supposed to bring closure to that storyline. The characters Clancy, Torchbearer, the 9 bishops, etc. all reappear and reach a sort of climax in their conflict. Well, that's pretty cool, actually. They've been telling a story for like their whole career as a music band. The video includes references and callbacks to several past songs. I'm not going to list them all. I've never heard them. I've never heard of this band. It ties together symbolic... The music sucks, though. It ties together symbolic elements from their past work. Okay, well, I guess I can't judge it because I haven't seen the past work. If it's part of a whole, a greater whole, then I can't really judge it in terms of story. I can tell you the music sucks, though. Okay, so it's trending because it's the closing chapter of a narrative arc the band has developed since 2015's Blurry Face. Fans who've been following the lore are especially invested. A high production value, big budget video, emotional storytelling. Musically and thematically, it resonates with longtime listeners by weaving in familiar motifs and lyrical callbacks, making it feel both nostalgic and conclusive. Okay, so then I asked ChatGPT, who are the idiots behind the 21 Pilots band? No, I actually just wrote, who are the people behind the music group 21 Pilots? Okay, so it's 2 musicians from Columbus, Ohio. Tyler Joseph, I'm most interested in how old he is, because this is really immature music. The story might be good, because I haven't heard the longer story, seen. Tyler Joseph, lead vocalist, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, born in 1988, so he's 11 years younger than me, making him 37. He's too old to be writing this crap. Musically speaking. The lyrics might be good, I don't know, I just know that the music sucks. Then Josh Dunn is the drummer, also born in 88. So they're both 37, they're both 11 years younger than me. 2 guys together. I could do better, I mean anybody could. When I was 27 I could have done something better, in terms of music anyways. But anybody could really, because this is bottom level music. But he's got a good voice and the story's not bad. And I don't know why I've never heard of this band. I don't know how big they are. Are they big? I don't know. Well, I mean, they are big. They've got like, what, 27 million views or subscribers or something? I'm just kind of surprised I've never heard of them. I do stay off the rate, like, I don't really pay attention to music anymore. I haven't in years and decades. Even when I was into music when I was 17, I wasn't interested in going to see like Nirvana play or anything like that. I never wanted to go to concerts. I mean, I'll say some good things. It's better than K-pop. It might be better than Taylor Swift. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably better than Taylor Swift just because she feels more manufactured. I'm not sure how manufactured these guys are. Oh, so I asked my original question, what kind of a name for a band is, what a stupid name, 21 Pilots. So I asked, where did that name come from? So it comes from a play by Arthur Miller. Arthur Miller wrote Death of a Salesman. That was his claim to fame. He was also married to Marilyn Monroe. But 21 Pilots comes from a play by Arthur Miller called All My Sons. In the story, a man knowingly sells faulty airplane parts during World War II, which leads to the deaths of 21 pilots. Okay. So the band name is a reference to a plot point in a play. Okay, fine. Well, you know what? That's better than a random name, but why not come up with your own original name for yourselves? Anyway, I will not be revisiting 21 Pilots to see their next song. I've heard enough to know what their music is, and if I want a story, I'll read a book. Or I'll watch a movie. And if you enjoy hearing me put down bad art, then subscribe. And or if you just enjoy hearing somebody bitch and moan, an old bitter person bitch and moan. I've always been bitter though, even when I was young. I just finally grew into my bitterness. Human warnings.